see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense will get the first crack at it here. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break the long run. He has incredible vision, he can cut, and it's the game-breaking speed, David, that makes him truly unique.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
From the gun, the running back has it. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And man, you gotta like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not gonna always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the Auburn Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover him, take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give out of the gun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go right back to it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks, it's Kane. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Not near the sticks. It's Kane. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. And he walks in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
On the run, it's Turner. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. From here, it would just be a 30. Field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kane. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. You couldn't ask for much better field position to start, but now they're looking at a 3rd and long. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. They get to him as he throws. He's got an open man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Bulldogs Folks will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. But right now they want to stop on 3rd down. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking for a gap. It's Robinson. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. He's going to run it. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Auburn sends out the punting unit. The offense will have to use its 1st time out of the half. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Caught over the middle, it's Harmon. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Give to the running back. Runs through the tackle. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, He does this consistently. That's why he's really...
Touchdown, Mississippi State. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end, winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out of their own 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Second down, he'll throw it. Buys a little extra time. Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Kane. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most.
There he goes. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll run it on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
All right, try to attack the middle of the field on that in route. Nice job putting his foot to the ground. He didn't telegraph where he was going. He was open. He's just got to make the catch.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Pressure coming. Fires downfield. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They try to pop a run on the draw. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires toward the end zone. This ball is picked off in the end zone, but no, he's out of bounds. The quarterback very fortunate to get away with that throw. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Now the play fake. Fires left. Zips it out to his man. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. It's caught. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. A 1st down for the offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. 1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Kane. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. The short hands, it's Turner. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Turner. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A 1st half that saw a little bit of everything there on the plays. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the 2nd half. The returner will field it and bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Auburn offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had it much better field position this time around. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Safe completion on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On the ground, it's Turner. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run to the left. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll run it to the right. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Punt is in the air. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. Pulls it in at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Makes the catch. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And in this offense, you know as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Turning it on. Lowers those pads. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Bulldogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here comes the heat. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking for room, it's Turner. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Bring in the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David, if they can add brings into the open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. The Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He'll keep it himself. Jukes his way for more. Got enough for the first. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Out of the gun, the inside kid. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. Runs through a tackle. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown in that 1st down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Pocket breaking down. Got his man. Going for the goal line. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line. A mere yard away from Pater. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. After the miss, the lead is still full.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
Power football with the run.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Pulls it in. It's Turner. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking for a crease. It's Turner. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pulls it in. It's Brown. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's just frustrating. This is an offense that can't afford to throw the football away right here on 3rd and long. Field goal does no good. Being in range means absolutely nothing. You got to take what the defense gives you, maybe make the 4th down more manageable. Now this offense in a tough spot.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Got it in the middle, it's Hawkins. There he goes. All the way out to the 38-yard line, it's a gain of 15. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Sends it downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Kane. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Wants to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Caught close to the marker. It's Simmons. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. From the red zone, looking for a man. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Fires to the middle. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. There